¿Qué tal, amigos? Welcome once again to another evening of high school soccer here in beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Hi again, I'm Sebastián Moraga, and welcome to this contest between the visiting Omak Pioneers and the hosts, the Cascade Kodiaks. The Kodiaks, with a 7-1 record, hoping to establish themselves as the team to beat here in the Caribou Trail League, and the Omak Pioneers still with a 4-3 record, still hoping to climb a little higher in the standings. It will be Cascade, decked out in black and red, and Omak, decked out in white tops with black shorts and white socks. It looks like it will be the Pioneers starting the action. Let's go right away to the starters really quick. The Omak Pioneers jump onto the pitch with goalkeeper Amanda Santisteban, number 3 Tori Hernandez, number 4 Cecily Albert, number 5 Stevie Priest, number 8 Cassie Saucedo, number 11 Shailene Ochoa, number 12 Ana Santisteban, number 14 Leila Ramirez, number 17 Adriana Hernandez, number 33 Leilani Chavez, and number 34 Rihanna Howard. The starters for the Cascade Kodiaks, goalkeeper number 0, Kate Smith, number 5, Ada Missile, number 6, Indica Mendoza, number 8, Amaya Blue, number 9, Sofia Vicente, number 10, Zoe Burpee, number 11, Sally Fortney, number 14, Addie Castañeda, number 17, Ren Knight, number 19, Aliyah Anthony, number 22, Sky Blue. The head coach for Cascade is Manuel de Robles, assisted by Jamie Lamb and Travis Blue. The head coach for the Omak Pioneers is Luis Rubio, assisted by Robert Halam. We're almost ready to start the action. The kickoff is brought to you this time by our good friends at the State Farm Insurance of Bruce Cheadle, 301 Applets Way in Kashmir. We are in business now here in beautiful Leavenworth, Washington, with Omak taking care of the kickoff. The quick takeaway that time by the Kodiaks. Off to the races now is Amaya Blue. Down the left flank, the shot across, rejected by the back line of the Pioneers. Defensive effort by Ochoa. On the mark, putting some pressure is Missile. The touch will sail a little wide, recovered first by the Pioneers, but they're still under a lot of pressure. There's shot across, and who will get there first? It looks like it will be Amanda Santisteban before Sofia Vicente could tap it in and create a more dangerous situation. The long kick upfield stopped inside the circle by the Kodiaks. Burpee. That one is Sky Blue. The push upfield, trying to thread the needle between two defenders. Burpee. Opening the game up to the right side. The give and go with Burpee. Trying to get past one. Slaloming for two. Shot across, far post. This could be interesting, and punched away, but still inside the box in the mixer. And there's the whistle. Ultimately, there's a foul called on the Cascade Kodiaks. It looks like they were putting undue pressure on Leilani Chavez, but a good intervention that time by Amanda Santisteban, punching that one away. A good shot across by Burpee that perhaps deserved better. Maya Blue off to the races down the left side once again. This could be a good opportunity once again. The takeaway this time by Tori Hernandez. Trying to keep it alive was Saucedo. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Kodiaks. Bit of a battle at the left edge of the box. Right-footed shot by Missile. Ball sails wide. It will be a goal kick for the Omak Pioneers. The quick touch up outside the box, recovered, and this could be interesting. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, that was close. Amaya Blue trying her luck from 24, 25 yards out, I would dare say. The ball curves a little tall, much to the relief of Amanda Santisteban. It will be once again a goal kick for the Pioneers. Glad to have you with us. It's a lovely early autumn day, despite the presence of that smoky cloud that surrounds us. We were concerned that this game might be canceled. Ultimately, the air quality is good enough to allow not just this contest, but the junior varsity contest before this one, both to happen. Bit of a battle inside the circle. Sky Blue pushing it upfield, rejected by Ana Santisteban. Omak trying to get out of their own half of the field, having a bit of trouble doing so. There's a quick run by Burpee. Getting past one. Blocked by Shailene Ochoa. Trying again for the Pioneers is Ana Santisteban. The touch upfield. The right-footed touch right at the circle. Waiting for it is Rihanna Howard. Very well covered. Just almost like a double team of sorts. And neither Leilani Chavez nor Howard could get any farther. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers. Chavez down the flank. Entering the box to the upper left-hand corner. Recovery by Castañeda, Adi Castañeda. Still battling for it. Castañeda on the mark is Shailene Ochoa. The push-up field for Burpee. Off to the races into Pioneer territory. She's got speed. Going for one, leaving one behind. Going for two, leaving two behind. Cannot quite make three. The quick rejection by the back line of the Pioneers. Bounces off Sally Fortney. Goes out of bounds. It will be the Pioneers' ball. 35-19. Left in this first half of play. The quick through ball that time. Trying to find Rihanna Howard. Instead, it's rejected by the back line of Cascade. Referee says something illicit happened to the tune of an offside position. It will be Cascade putting it back into play. Quick push upfield, recovered by the back line of Cascade. The touch by Adi Castañeda with her goalkeeper, Kate Smith. Now trying to find some help as Ada Missile pushing it into Pioneer territory. Trying to keep it alive is Amaya Blue. A good battle here right in front of us with Leilani Chavez. The bounce is gathered by Blue. Blue finding Ren Knight. Taken away by Leilani Chavez. Off to the races now. Go the Pioneers. The shot across does not pay the dividends she was hoping for. There's a player out there wearing number 36, and she's not in the roster for the Pioneers. So it's gonna be our mystery. It's gonna be our mystery player for at least a little while longer. The goal kick for Cascade. Landing at the feet of Sofia Vicente. Sky Blue. The long kick upfield. The Pioneers having to retreat under some pressure. Tori Hernandez finding Cassie Saucedo. This could be interesting. Saucedo with some space. Saucedo sent out of bounds by Indica Mendoza. The throw-in by Ana Santisteban lands at the feet of a Cascade player. This case Missile. Ochoa into nowhere land. Whistle on the play. We will have ball to the ground, it looks like. Yes, and it will belong to the Pioneers. The long shot upfield, not a major concern for Miss Smith. It will be a goal kick for the Kodiaks. All right. We're back. We had to go on a fact-finding mission to discover the identity, the secret identity of that player. A quick takeaway that time. Stopped is Amaya Blue, has to turn back, trying to find Ada Missile. Down the middle doesn't seem to be paying the same dividends for Cascade as just using the flanks has. Not only do they have a very speedy player on Zoe Burpee on the right side, they have that lady there, Amaya Blue, down the left side, leaving one behind, shot across far post and stop before it gets to the far post by Amanda Santisteban. It looks like it's Cecily Albert, number 36. We will confirm at halftime. Good retention, good defensive effort by Cascade here at midfield. Omak having a bit of a hard time trying to get it past the equator and into Kodiak territory. There's Knight. Once again with some spaces, Amaya Blue flag is up, offside. It will be a free kick for the Omak Pioneers. No substitutions yet. 30 minutes and 5 seconds left in this, the first half of play. Castañeda. Excuse me, Castañeda. Missile. Back to Castañeda inside the box. Trying to connect with Sofia Vicente. First on it is Amanda Santisteban. The long kick upfield stopped inside the circle by Ari Castañeda. Let's see if they repeat the formula this time. The touch by Sky Blue. Finding Amaya Blue. Amaya Blue connecting with Ren Knight. Approaching the top of the box. It was an offside call. It will be free kick for the Kodiaks. 29-23 left in the first half of play. Now the Kodiaks make that, the Pioneers making it across the equator. Good response by the back line of the Kodiaks. Down the flank goes Zoe Burpee. Fighting with Leila Ramirez. The touch for a missile. Rejected. Off to the races we go. There's Albert. Who's going to get there first? It looks like it will be Miss Smith, who takes to the ground to make the stop. Blue. Battle of Eights with Cassie Saucedo. Throwing for the Kodiaks. The throw-in by Missile. Trying to find Red Knight. It bounces off a Pioneer player. It will belong to the Kodiaks once again. This moment of the game brought to you by Elbow Grease Plumbing LLC. Find them online at l-bowgrease.com. Taking it back is Ali Anthony. Smith. Inside the circle we battle. The quick push by Burpee. On her left is Sofia Vicente. Burpee trying to shake off a marker. Burpee. Nice little move. Oh, almost worked. That would have been a pretty move by Burpee. It almost worked out. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball belongs to the Kodiaks. 27:42 left in the first half of play. Missile. A quick touch to the side. Adi Castañeda. Sky Blue. Missile. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Kodiaks once again. Excuse me. There's the throw-in. Sky Blue. Bit of a give and go there. Ooh, taken away by the Pioneers. And she's got some wheels. The through ball that time doesn't quite work. A good effort by Rihanna Howard that is ultimately controlled by Kate Smith. A good job by Cascade trying to stay onside. The ball belongs to the Pioneers, however. There is Priest. The push-up field. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade ball. 26-30 left in the first half. We're back in action now. Missile. The pressure from Cecily Albert. The long push-up field trying to find Blue. Blue with the good takeaway. The shot across. Blue. The tapper. Goal, 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 goal. Sofia Vicente for the Cascade Kodiaks. A good stop by Amanda Santisteban, but she could not control the ball. Bounced right in front of the forward there of Miss Vicente, who just had to tap it in to give the Kodiaks the lead. 25 minutes left in the first half. So in the 15th minute of play, Sofia Vicente puts Cascade ahead. It is 1-0 for the Kodiaks. Anthony. The battle with Howard. Recovered by the Kodiaks. Burpee. Missile. Ball goes out of bounds. It should belong to Cascade, and it will. Mendoza. Castañeda, back to Mendoza, trying to triangulate with Ada Missile, taken back by Albert. Albert with 1 to beat. Anthony prevailing for the Kodiaks. Mendoza. The push into Pioneer territory. Stopped nimbly by Leilani Chavez. Finding Saucedo, back to Chavez. Interruption by Missile. Missile. Good combination. Knight. Knight with a clear path. Knight the shot, and it sails way wide. 24:08 and Cascade growing hungry for that second tally. This moment of the game brought to you by Blackburn Financial. Blackburn Financial, your future planned wisely. 121 Cottage Avenue in Kashmir. Pioneers on the move. There's no reason for Omak to grow desperate here. It's a very, very early in this contest. Missile for Burpee. The shot across and the stop by Santisteban. Rolling to her right. Finding Cassie Saucedo into Kodiak territory. The presence of Castañeda combining with Mendoza. Trying to keep it alive was Maya Blue. Can't quite get there. Leilani Chavez on the throw-in. We're going to check. Make sure that there's a Pioneer. Make that a Kodiak player who seemed to be limping a little bit. She seems to be doing all right. Sky Blue off to the races is Burpee. She's got wheels. The shot across, blocked. Second try. She's going to have to turn back. Ball goes out of bounds. The ball belongs to the Kodiaks. Corner kick. An unsolvable puzzle down that right flank of the Kodiak attack. This young lady with the 10 on her back. This could be trouble. There's a mistake. Rihanna Howard off to the races. Howard. Have to turn back. Cleared away by the back line of the Kodiaks. Across the center alley we go. Amaya Blue. Two waiting inside the box. Blue. The mark of Chavez. Blue. Good pressure by Chavez. Shot across. Rejected. Blue tries again. Will she have the time? She will not. Over to help is Missile. Turning way back. Indica Mendoza. Missile. Amaya Blue. Good combination. Stopped at the corner of the box. With more urgency than style, the backline of Omak clearing it out. Ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to the Pioneers. Albert. Indica Mendoza on defense. Santisteban. Ana Santisteban. The shot is blocked by Elia Anthony. Recovered by Howard. Inside the box. The shot across. It looked like it was Leila Ramirez. No, it was Albert, 36. Sent out of bounds by the Cascade Kodiaks. So the Pioneers showing a bit of a pulse and then some here halfway through the first half. 20 minutes 33 before the break. It is 1-0 for the Kodiaks. This moment of the game brought to you by Mid-Valley Automotive. Mid-Valley Automotive, another proud sponsor of our broadcast, located at 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee. Our thanks to Michelle Hartnett and the entire Mid-Valley Automotive crew for their support. A quick outlet touch. Amaya Blue trying to connect with Ren Knight. Will she get there in time? She will. Shaking one off. Right foot across. Not a worry for Miss Amanda Santisteban. Good header by Albert. Trying to find Rihanna Howard. First on it is the back line of the Kodiaks. Leading the charge out is Indica Mendoza. And the stop by Smith. By Santisteban, I beg your pardon. There's Santisteban again. Who's going to get there first? Santisteban. She cannot grab it with her hands. She has to kick it out. She's out of position. Recovered quickly by Ada Missile. Burpee. Shot across. To be quite honest with you, the defensive effort on the last play was started by, it looked like Aaliyah Anthony. Aaliyah Anthony doing a fine job. And we have two substitutions for Cascade. One of them is number 3. And the other one, it looks like it's number 15. So a quick look at the roster in very teeny tiny print. Tells us that 15 is Bree Ragsdale. And number 3 is Addison Driscoll. Missile. Stopped at the 18. Recovered once again by Ragsdale. Putting some pressure. Cleared away with more urgency than style by the backline of the Pioneers, who have been very busy in this first half. The right-footed touch. Driscoll. There's Driscoll. On the mark is Leilani Chavez. The touch looking to find in Mendoza doesn't quite work. Missile. Driscoll. Back to Missile. Good. Through ball that time inside the box. Right-footed shot coming. Will she have the room? Ragsdale, and the stop by Amanda Santisteban. A nice, nimble little right-footed shot. Not a whole lot of space, not a whole lot of angle to deliver, but deliver she did, and almost got it past the very attentive Santisteban. 16 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first half. Clearing it away is Ari Castañeda. The response by Ana Santisteban. Howard. Right-footed shot. And before Miss Albert can connect, the stop by Kate Smith. Good takeaway that time. This could be dangerous. Cassie Saucedo, first on it. It's the backline of the Kodiaks. Missile. Across the equator. Looking to find Driscoll. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers. Leilani Chavez. Chavez. Rejected by Missile. Once again, we'll do this again. Substitution coming first. We'll tell you in a second who it is. It's for the Pioneers from Okanogan County. It looks like it's number 26. Could be Leisha Lopez. She's 26 on the JV roster. There's no varsity player with 26 right now. Let's double check. Nope, no varsity player. We'll get her identity at the half. Missile. Bit of a tall assignment that time for Sofia Vicente. The control by Santisteban. Shading to her left. Over to chase it is Leila Ramirez. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Pioneers. Painting the stripe. The response of the Kodiaks. Bit of a ping pong match of sorts. The takeaway. Aliyah Anthony. To her right. Good defensive effort. Off to the races we go. Into Omak territory is Ragsdale. The good through ball. Santisteban and the stop. But that was some impressive speed by Ragsdale there. Shooting down the flank, painting that stripe. Whistle on the play once again. It's an offside called. On a Kodiak player. It looks like it's number 17, Ren Knight. And another substitution for the Pioneers. Santisteban. The mystery player. All the way to the flank for Leila Ramirez. Ramirez. Rejected at midfield by the Kodiaks. Albert. Trying to keep the play alive is our mystery player. Missile. On the takeaway. Interrupted by Ana Santisteban. The long push-up field. Albert was onside, but first on it was Kate Smith. Now we're on the other flank. Flag is up. None of that will count. So with 12:33 left in the first half, it'll be a free kick for the Pioneers. This moment of the game brought to you by Kevin's Tire Service. Kevin's Tire Service, another proud sponsor of our soccer broadcast, with branches all over our beautiful valley, including 8600 Frontage Road in Dryden. Good triangulation that time. Missile. Taken away by Roberts. Missile putting some pressure. Whistle on the play. The referee says illicit maneuver on the part of the Kodiak player. Free kick for the Pioneers. Stevie Priest inside the box. This could be dangerous. Cleared away with More urgency than style by Ari Castañeda. The response by Adriana Hernandez. Ball goes out of bounds, throwing for the Kodiaks. Santisteban. Bit of a battle at midfield. The Kodiaks having to retreat a little bit. The through ball that time, trying to connect with Ren Knight, doesn't quite work. The push-up field by the Pioneers. This could be dangerous because Albert has some wheels to her. Recovered by Ari Castañeda. Down the flank, or to chase it, was Driscoll. She doesn't quite get there. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in this first half of play, with Cascade ahead of Omak 1-0. Free kick for the Pioneers. Leilani Chavez will yield to a teammate, in this case Stevie Priest. The stop by the Kodiaks is gathered by Missile. The response by the Pioneers inside the box. This could be dangerous. There's the shot! And it's a goal for the Omak Pioneers. Cecily Albert ties it up with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go. So in the 30, make that the 29th minute, it is 1-1. Miscommunication in the back line. A ball that Cecily Albert very smartly put over the head of the keeper. Nothing she could do. And we're all tied at 1 apiece. We're back in action now. A brand new ball game here, folks. And now putting some pressure is Albert. The response by Aaliyah Anthony. Over the flank is Ragsdale. Turning back. The push-up field doesn't quite work. Ragsdale's still there. Down the flank goes Sofia Vicente. Ball goes out of bounds. The ball belongs to the Kodiaks. Ball goes out of bounds once again. A short touch. Missile. Getting that left foot ready. Missile, the shot, and the stop by Santisteban. The kick-up field doesn't quite make it into Kodiak territory. The first bounce does. Touched by Mendoza. Mendoza finding Driscoll. Driscoll to the top of the box. Ghost-like apparition that time by Stevie Priest. Good takeaway by the Kodiaks, but there's a whistle on the play foul called. It will be a free kick for the Pioneers. 7 minutes 46 left in the first half of play. The Pioneers will play it from deep in their own half. The response by Ada Missile. Rejected. Trying again for the Kodiaks is Indica Mendoza. Bit of a battle there. Rihanna Howard. The through ball. Will she catch up to it? She will. She finds herself surrounded though. A good effort by Leila Ramirez that time. Omak growing in confidence here in the late going. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Kodiak ball. The referee agrees with us. 6 minutes 55 left in the first half of play. 1-1 the score between Omak and Cascade. This moment of the game Brought to you by Computability, technology know-how in the heart of downtown Ellensburg. Computability, 307 South Main Street in Ellensburg. Long kick stopped almost right at the circle. The quick counter in the making for the Pioneers is stopped by the Kodiak's goalkeeper, Miss Smith. Smith finding Driscoll. Driscoll, the pause. Pushing the reset button. Ari Castañeda. That one was Mendoza. The through ball to the top of the box. Trying to find Red Knight. Under some pressure. The ball is cleared by Stevie Priest. Trying again is Missile. Opening the game up to the left side for Driscoll. Can't quite find Knight. Missile. Trying to shake a marker off. The charge is well contained by the Pioneers, but only partially. The takeaway by Ragsdale. Hernandez. That one is Missile. Missile getting that right foot ready. She goes with the left instead. Cleared away. By Chavez. The push-up field trying to find... It looked like it was going to be Albert, but instead the ball went out of bounds. There's Albert. Santisteban. Defensive header by the Kodiaks. Doesn't quite work. Albert almost lands at her feet. Oh my goodness, that's a bit of a gift. There's the left-footed shot and the diving stop by Smith, who has to try twice to wrangle it. Oh my goodness, what a gift that was. And it almost cost the Kodiaks dearly, as Rihanna Howard had a clear shot on goal. And if not for a brilliant stop by Kate Smith, we will be talking about the first Omak lead of the game here with 4 minutes and 1 second left in the first half. Off to the races we go. Good takeaway that time by Priest. Across and into Kodiak territory. The push-up field, off to the races. This could be interesting. But before that Kodiak player, in this case, it looked like it was the scorer of the only goal, Sofia Vicente. The only goal for the Kodiaks, that is. Could get involved. The stop by Amanda Santisteban. Priest and Chavez. Chavez and Santisteban. The takeaway by Missile. Missile finding Driscoll. Driscoll back to Missile. The long kick across. Trying to find Ragsdale. Bit of a battle there. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. The through ball that time will not surprise. Oh my goodness, almost does. And it does, actually. It bounces off the knee, and the mistakes keep piling up. The miscues keep piling up, and they're going to turn out costly at some point or another. But it bounced off the thigh of that defender, which allowed the Omak player to surpass her and almost connect. Offside called, and a substitution coming for the Pioneers, it looks like. It looks like it's number 11. Looks like it's Shailene Ochoa getting some more playing time. We're back in action now. Driscoll. Missile. Missile. Painting the stripe. Off to the races now is Mendoza. The back line of the Pioneers will get there first. Ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Kodiaks. Driscoll. Shading towards the center alley. Pushing it farther is Missile. Ana Santisteban sending it to the throw, and it should belong to the Kodiaks. Ball does indeed belong to the home team. The clear away by Ana Santisteban lands at the feet of Mendoza. Driscoll. Touch to the back for Ari Castañeda. Driscoll. Across the center alley we go. Almost interrupted by Brianna Howard. Trying again for the Pioneers is Ochoa. First on it is the front line of the Kodiaks. Ren Knight. Missile with a bit of a spot there. Trying to stay onside. Referee says no. She was offside. Went back onside. And that is not allowed. It will be a free kick for the Pioneers here as we approach the break, with both teams knotted up at one apiece. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half belongs in the vintage section of the store. The score so far here at half is 1 for the Pioneers of Omak, 1 for the Kodiaks of Cascade. We'll be right back after this. All right, folks, we are back. The second half kickoff is brought to you by NCW News through its local newspaper, the Leavenworth Echo, where you go when you need to know. Our thanks to Mr. Terry Ward for joining our family of sponsors here for their support of our broadcasts. The Omak Pioneers taking care of business from right to left on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it is a 1-1 tie. And the Kodiaks, who find themselves in a bit of a battle here, doing their 1 minute in, not even that. And we have our first opportunity of goal for the home team, the Cascade Kodiaks. Corner kick, near post, pivoting header doesn't quite work. Wide open shot, a bit of a swing and shot. Oh my goodness, the stop by Santisteban. And in the second try, it goes in. What a good stop by Santisteban, but she could not do much of anything in the second try. It was point blank range. And a minute into it, it is 2-1 in favor of the Kodiaks. From up here, from way up here, it looked like it was number 22.
Sophia Vasta. Number 4. I don't know. Sophia Vicente? Vasta. Sophia Vasta.
Sofia Vasta, they're saying here, number 4, Sofia Vasta, with the score. Anyway, what matters is it is 2-1 for the Kodiaks here in the early going. And there's a quick run. Yes, indeed, it was Sofia Vasta. I can attest to that. The shot across, and the third goal rather quickly. The Kodiaks putting some distance between themselves and the Pioneers. This time it is number 21 on your programs. That will be all right. So 2 mystery scores for the Kodiaks here. It was Amelia Morgan, number 21, like we had said. And apparently the earlier tally had been an own goal, but not that one. Not that one. That one belongs to Missile. So just like that, within 5 minutes' time, the Kodiaks put 3 in the back of the net. So an own goal for the second tally. Basically 2 minutes into it. 3 minutes into it, it's Amelia Morgan, number 21, like we had said. And then in the 5th minute of play, Miss Missile. Making this a 4-1 lead. My goodness, how quickly things changed for the Kodiaks here. It was a very, very tough first half. And now they've got themselves a nice little cushion to work with here in the second stanza. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the suddenly dominating Kodiaks. This is more akin to what we've seen from this squad in most of the first 8 games. Since a through ball that time almost catches the back line of the Pioneers unawares. We've seen them play at least twice before, including their one loss to Quincy in a very, very tough game, in which perhaps not being used to the artificial turf took a toll on the Kodiak ladies. There's a shot across, top of the box, good move inside. Gonna tap it in. Not quite there. The shot across far post, and oh my goodness, a good effort that time that Amaya Blue could not capitalize on. The long kick upfield by Santisteban. Bit of a battle. Whistle on the play. Will be a foul called. Rejected by the back line of the Kodiaks. Adriana Hernandez trying to keep it alive is Leila Ramirez. Scooped away by number 7 Adams. Ball goes out of bounds. Adams. The bounce off of Shailene Ochoa. Sally Fordney. Down the stripe for Zoe Burpee. Bit of a shove. Referee says no call. Adams. Shot across, top of the box. Bounces off Morgan, and from outside, from way outside. The Kodiaks trying their luck from 18 yards out. Ball sails way out of bounds. The Kodiaks restarting the action. Howard taken away by Blue. Shot across, and it shades out of bounds before it can really trouble Miss Santisteban. If you like the Seattle Mariners, I have some good news for you. But if you are watching this and recording the game to watch it later, you might want to turn the volume down for the next 10 seconds. The Mariners are ahead 2-1 against the Detroit Tigers, having taken game 3 of the series in Detroit. There's the throw-in. Castañeda. The response by Shailene Ochoa. The through ball. Good combination. Basta. Shot across. The stop by Miss Santisteban. Into Cascade territory we go. First time this half that we've been this far into Cascade territory. Nothing comes out of it, however. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Kodiaks. Well in hand, well ahead here, 4-1 over a very game, especially in the first half, Omak squad, but who gave up 3 goals in a matter of 5 minutes at the very most here at the beginning of the second stanza. The Kodiaks came up with all the lights on here, hoping to put this one away rather quickly. Makes me wonder what Coach the Robles said to his troops at the half. For a long stretch of the time, we saw that the real danger. Oh, nice move that time by Adams. Turning back. Castañeda. That one is Fortney. Fortney. Painting the stripe. Bit too long of an order for Miss Burpee. Keeping it alive for the Pioneers is Leila Ramirez. Burpee prevailing. Missile. That one is Fortney. Back to Missile. Combination. Corner of the box. Adams. The shot. Adams! And a masterful stroke from 20 yards out to give the Kodiaks a 5-1 lead. 13 minutes, second half. And Adams gets her name in the logbook for this contest. And the lead increases for these Kodiaks. Makes you wonder where this offensive effectiveness was in the first half, because the Omak Pioneers made a game out of it in the first half. But this second half, it's been all Kodiaks. Missile. Opening the game up for Adams. Farther up. Advantage low being called. And the shot by Amaya Blue bounces off Santisteban and goes out of bounds. 27 minutes left in this, the second half of play. Apparently there was a player in an illicit position because an offside has been called. Stopped before it reaches the center circle. Missile and Burpee can't quite connect. Ball sent out of bounds by a Pioneer player. It looked like it was number 17, Adriana Hernandez. Missile. Fortney. Pass Missile and finding Vasta. Rejected by the Pioneers, I beg your pardon. There's Adams. The through ball. She's onside. The shot. No doubter. And it is the turn of Sofia Vasta. 15 minutes into this second half to make this a 6-1 lead for the Kodiaks. Hernandez. Recovered by Adams. Castañeda. They're stopped inside the circle by the Pioneers will lead a quick counter. This could be dangerous. The shot. And no. Oh, my goodness. Another bit of a miscue there. The ball slinks through the hands of the Kodiak's goalkeeper. It will be a corner kick for Omak. Substitution coming. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. It looks like it's going to be the Omak Pioneers sending some fresh legs. The Omak Pioneers in serious need of a boost here, of any sort. It looks like it's Casi Saucedo. Oh my goodness. Casi Saucedo and Laisha Lopez in for Omak. And while Miss Santisteban gathers the ball, we'd like to take this opportunity, as we've done basically in every broadcast that we've been privileged to put on for you, to thank a few folks, more specifically to thank all the firefighters who are working day and night to keep us safe as this fire season hopefully comes to an end. We've seen firefighters from Poulsbo, from Walla Walla, from all over the place coming over and helping us out. Today we had some good news. Blewett Pass reopened. Hopefully the good news don't stop there. The ball belongs to the Pioneers. Tori Hernandez. Good stop that time by Castañeda. Whistle on the play, foul called on the Omak Pioneers. It will be Cascade ball. We'd like to take this opportunity also to thank another one of our distinguished sponsors, Doan's Valley Pharmacy, 119 Cottage Avenue in Kashmir. Many thanks to Doan's Valley Pharmacy for their support of our soccer broadcasts. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the embattled Omak Pioneers, who trail Cascade 6-1. Believe it or not, this was a 1-1 tie at the break. This was a very, very different contest in the first half. 21 minutes, 27 seconds left in regulation. And unless a comeback, the likes of which we haven't seen in a while, occurs, it will be the 8th victory of the year for the Cascade Kodiaks. We have a substitution happening, and it looks like it's Shailene Ochoa, number 11, for the Pioneers, going back and getting some minutes. Ball goes out of bounds. Putting it back into play is Missile. Missile, right corner of the box, right upper corner of the box. Good combination with Adams. Back to Missile. Across the center alley. Trying to find Indica Mendoza. The push-up field for Blue. Off to the races. Blue under some pressure. The final touch sails a little long. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a goal kick for the Omak Pioneers. This moment of the game brought to you by another one of our distinguished sponsors, the law offices of J.C. Brown, serving the Valley for more than 15 years. The push-up field, once again, Blue, rejected. Castañeda, top of the box, touch to the back, bit of a chipper, and Miss Missiles up for sails wide. 19 minutes, 51 seconds left in regulation. Don't forget, we will be back with you next Thursday for the Kashmir against Royal City game. So make sure to tune in. Going to be another good one, hopefully. And then halfway through the month, we will hopefully have the special presentation live from Wenatchee, carrying the Okanagan versus Cle Elum Roslyn game. It will be now a free kick for the Kodiaks. 19 minutes and now 3 to 1 second left. Free kick for Cascade. Castañeda, right-footed touch. Santisteban with a bit of trouble, but ultimately keeps things under control. 18:46 left in regulation. And I'm not going to say why, but the Omak Pioneers making my friend Javier here look like a genius. Shot across, top of the box. This could be a good opportunity. And Sales kicked away, actually, by the back line of the Pioneers. It will go to the corner kick. Should go to the corner kick. We'll see what the referee says. No, it will just be a goal kick. Everybody is retreating. It will be a goal kick for the Pioneers. I thought the last player to touch it had a white jersey on. I was mistaken. "17 minutes, 48 seconds left in regulation. This moment of the game brought to you by That Pizza Place. Delicious food in the heart of downtown Kashmir, 107 Cottage Avenue. My kids love that place. Love that place. Capital L, capital O, capital V, capital E. Love that place. Long kick upfield. Not a major worry for Santisteban. She's going to roll straight up ahead, connecting with Rihanna Howard. Recovered by Amaya Blue. Amaya with some wheels. Shot across the tapper. Oh my goodness, Vasta almost had it. The ball just slunk past her tippy toes. But that looked like the 7th goal for the Kodiaks up here, folks. It was just a matter of inches. The clearing doesn't quite work. The ball lands at the top of the box. Recovered quickly by the Kodiaks. On the move is Morgan. A bit of a chipper there. And now what Miss Santisteban, Ana Santisteban in this case, wanted to see happen. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for the Kodiaks. 16 minutes, 16 seconds. Shot across. Top of the box. There's a Castañeda. Burpee. Good combination. Bit of a collision there. There's a player down. Referee says play on. Now the action stops. Free kick for the Pioneers. I'm going to ask my producer and director here, Mr. Javier Reina, if we can get a shot of the moon. Is that too much to ask? Right to your right here. All the way to your right. Can we get a shot of the moon? Because it is really something to behold tonight. There it is. Look at that. What a beauty. 100% cheese. All right. Thank you very much to Mr. Javier Reina, doing a fantastic job here in beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Through ball that time. Defensive effort by Adriana Hernandez. Good pressure by Vasta. Ball sent out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Kodiaks. 15 minutes and now 2:10 seconds left. in regulation, with the Kodiaks ahead 6-1. If you're just tuning in, you're watching a completely different game than we saw in the first half. It was 1-1 at the end of 40. The shot across by Burpee. Inside the box. Getting the left foot ready is Amaya Blue. Defensive effort by Leilani Chavez. Chavez. We have not seen... I think we've seen one opportunity in which the goalkeeper for the Kodiaks has been tested in the second half. We saw a lot more of her in the first half. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be... Oh, it will be a free kick. I stand corrected. 14 and now 14 seconds left. The Pioneers not waving the white flag quite yet, but having a whale of a time getting into Kodiak territory. Burpee. Touch to the back for Melton. Rejected. Defensive effort that time by Pate. Melton. Taken back by the Pioneers. Bit of a collision there. Referee says play on. Correct decision. Missile. Straight upfield for Adams. Connecting. Inside the box. Good opportunity. Viene. Oh my goodness. Just wide. A golden opportunity for Miss Morgan. And she still gets herself a high five. Actually, looks like a big 10 from up here. But man, that was a golden opportunity for these Kodiaks who still want more. They want to beef up that goal differential, it looks like. We're past the 60th minute of play, so they can't be aspiring to a mercy rule win. But still, impressive stuff here in the second half by these Kodiaks, who had to battle hard in the first half. Missile. Top of the box. Adams. Santisteban with a bit of trouble, but ultimately controls. 12 minutes, 37 seconds left. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our good friends at the State Farm offices of Bruce Cheadle, 301 Applets Way in Kashmir, for their continued support of our broadcast. The shot across, and instead turns into a slalom maneuver by Burpee. Castañeda. Missile, the shot, missile, and the stop by Santisteban. The drive up the field into Kodiak territory. This could be interesting. Tori Hernandez. Shot across. Hernandez the shot, and it rattles the net, but from the outside. This moment of the game brought to you by Elbow Grease Plumbing LLC. L-bowgrease.com. It is 6-1 now. 11 minutes, 22 seconds. And that shot from the right flank took a toll on that Pioneer player. The referee checking on her. She seems to be doing okay and gets herself a nice little ovation. It looked like it was Stevie Priest with a good effort, good run down the side. Lightning quick counter that perhaps deserved better. Blackburn Financial, your future plan wisely. Blackburn Financial, another proud sponsor of our soccer broadcast. Find them in Kashmir at 121 Cottage Avenue. Quick run down the side, on the right side, a la Burpee. Instead, it's Missile, the shot, far post. Oh my goodness, that one almost kisses the upright. Danced in front of the goal. Beautiful shot. And speaking of shots that deserved better, that was another one of them, folks. Santisteban, with 10 minutes and 5 seconds left, will put it back into play. This moment of the game brought to you by Mid-Valley Automotive. Mid-Valley Automotive, located at 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee. The ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Pioneers, who a couple minutes ago almost put a second one on the board. It's still 6-1 Cascade, and if you think this has been a laugher, you would be only sort of right, because the first half was a 1-1 tie at the break. But the second half started with Cascade scoring 3 times in 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes. A quick run. Vasta inside the box. This could be interesting. Inside the box, she's going to run out of room. She delivers a shot across. Oh my goodness, it went in. It went in. Outstanding stuff by Vasta. With almost no room to maneuver, delivers a shot. And it manages to find the back of the net. My goodness, that is the second personal tally for Miss Vasta. In the 32nd minute of the second half. Now, we heard downstairs when we went looking for the identity of a few players that she had also scored the first goal of the second half, but we consulted with some of the administrators here, and they said that it had been an own goal. A quick run down the side. Adams looks up, the shot blocked away in the last second by Tori Hernandez. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the own goal. That's 6 goals in the second half for a game that was tied at 1-1 at the break. Unbelievable stuff from the Kodiaks today. Corner kick in front of everybody, cleared away partially. Trying is Blue. Chavez sending it out of bounds. Referee says it's a goal kick. Substitution happening for Omak. It looks like it's number 26, Laisha Lopez. This moment of the game brought to you by Kevin's Tire Service. Kevin's Tire Service, located all over our beautiful valley, and that includes a branch in Dryden, 8600 Frontage Road in Dryden. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our newest sponsor, NCW News, through their newspaper, the Leavenworth Echo, where you go when you need to know. Welcome to the family. And we'd like to thank our oldest sponsor, the very first one to sign on and support us in this soccer-loving venture of ours, our good friend Matt Hansen and his computer shop, Computability, in the heart of downtown Ellensburg, 307 South Main Street. 307 South Main Street in Ellensburg. And the delivery doesn't quite work. Vasta looking perhaps for her third tally. Shot across. The touch for Morgan. Keeping it alive. The shot over the head and in. Oh my goodness. There's a flag up. There's a flag up. None of that will count. Thank you, Javier. Thank you, Javier. 4 eyes can see more than 2. It is still 7-1. What a play by Vasta on the right side. Five minutes, 41 seconds left in regulation. Cascade well on top of this one, 7-1. And still wanting more. There's Vasta, perhaps looking for that hat trick. Vasta shaking 2 off, shaking 3 off. The touch for Morgan. The turn, left foot, right foot, the shot. And Miss Santisteban managing to keep the wrench from catching completely on fire. Exciting stuff here, folks. Good stuff, good stuff. Even with a 6-goal lead, Cascade still wanting to put a few more on the back of the net. The shot across that time by Driscoll. Rejected. Trying again for the Kodiaks is Adams. Turning all the way back for Melton. The push-up field. Top of the box. Castañeda. Missile. To the mixer. Morgan. Rejected by the Pioneers. The push-up field. Stopped inside the circle by Pate. We had a mighty entertaining conversation with Coach the Robles before the game, whether it was Pate or Pete. The through ball. Good opportunity. She should be offside. Referee says play on. But ultimately it's a moot point because the ball ends up in the hands of the Cascade goalkeeper. Goalkeeper jumping around trying to keep herself warm. My friend Javier, as always, very prepared for the occasion. I had to borrow my son's sweatshirt today because I didn't bring one. The through ball on the move now is Rihanna Howard. Ball sent out of bounds with more urgency than style for the Kodiaks. Ball belongs to the Pioneers. This moment of the game brought to you by That Pizza Place, 107 Cottage Avenue in Kashmir. Ball goes out of bounds yet again. 3 minutes, 1 second left. So the clock on the field will stop here within the next 50 seconds. And then it's up to the referee to determine when this one goes into the books. It's been decided for a while now, but we need the whistle to make it official. The through ball that time. Can't quite find the feet of Ragsdale. Trying for the Pioneers is Stroshane. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Omak. Adrian Hernandez. The referee says, let's move it along here. This moment of the game brought to you by the law offices of J.C. Brown. Serving the Valley for more than 15 years. A quick run down the flank. On the left side. Blue. Left-footed touch. Blue. The stop by Santi Esteban. She's had a tough day, but she has had some mighty, mighty big saves. This game could have been decided a lot sooner if not for Santi Esteban and some of her saves. The Kodiak's on the move. Down the flank goes Ragsdale. Shot across. Instead, it turns out to be a shot on goal. Miss Santi Esteban watches it sail by. Well, more than just a little bit of relief. There's a substitution coming for the Kodiaks. It looks like is Yari Gonzalez, number 12. This ball game will go into the books any second now, folks. It is 7-1 in favor of the Kodiaks. Good combination. Top of the box, the shot, and it goes in. My goodness. What a day the Kodiaks are having here, folks. It's number 3, Addie Driscoll, making this 8-1 in the 40th minute of the second half. I don't think there should be any injury time at all, and indeed there wasn't. Final score, 8 for the Kodiaks of Cascade, 1 for the Pioneers of Omak. This moment of victory brought to you by Doan's Valley Pharmacy, 119 Cottage Avenue in Kashmir. On behalf of everyone involved,